We can talk now. We can
Those
talk.
mother brothers. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. So this is the question I got for you since I got you on here. Because Haney versus Loma. How you feel about the fight? Now,
I think everybody.
Before you speak, what I'll say is, first time I watched it, I felt like Loma got robbed. Second time I watched it, I did it on the round by round analysis. In the first 5 rounds, I had Haney 4-1. Through 8 rounds, I had Haney 5-3. And going into the 11th round, going into the 12th round, I had Haney up 6-5. I had Haney up 6-5.
Yeah.
40.
I had it a draw. This is what happens when people don't watch the fight with a piece of paper in their hand and score round by round. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? If me and Dre boxing, right? And the
why Dre though? Dre don't even like fighting. Dre ain't even confrontational.
Look, the first round,
I should have said
round, I control the distance. I beat him with the jab, right? The first round, I control the distance. I beat him with the jab. I outland him 8 punches to 5, right? But I win that round, right? Right. The next round, Dre break my nose, and he outland me 10-2. The fight is even. Even though people at home like, oh, Deon getting beat down. No, I'm not losing the fight. The fight is even. But that's how people watch boxing. You don't carry points over. Like it ain't like if it don't matter. You don't carry punches over. Unless somebody get a knockdown, whoever win the most rounds gonna win the fight. And if we both win 6 rounds, it don't matter if you won your 6 rounds more impressive than I won my 6. We still both won 6 rounds. So if it can be a draw, that means there can be no robbery. If I could score, and that means if Lomachenko would have won, I can't say robbery. If Haney would have won, I can't say robbery because all one judge got to do off.
Hold on. I didn't watch the fight. Was it unanimous or split?
Unanimous.
One judge was smoking crack. He gave it to Devin Haney by way too much.
He gave it to him 8-4, and I was like,
yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was way close. I could see 7-5. Yeah.
It could have been a draw, but like I said, I was watching it. And I will say, the best round of the fight, as one-sided as it was Lomachenko's 11th round. Like that was the most one-sided.
But what did we say though? What did we say? We said the problem with Loma, you don't get aggressive early enough.
He don't.
That's exactly what happened, bro.
He don't. But
watch this. Watching that fight, because you see the punches that they got hit with, you know neither one of them belong in the ring with Tank. They both got hit a lot.
No, like when I know that, like either one of them fight Tank, it's not going past 8.
But all the cards are in Stevenson's hand because Stevenson could force the mandatory through the WBC. All they gotta do is activate it, and then Devin Haney ain't got no choice but to fight Shakur.
Yeah, but let's keep it honest, man. Devin
Haney talking about Haney running the 140 though.
He running the 140.
I don't know what he running to.
Oh shoot! I'll fight Rolly.
Man,
fight Rolly and beat Rolly.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm not watching that. I'd rather watch 2 ducks wrestle in the pond.
But I'm just saying, come on, bud. Thank you.
Come on, bro.
You too. But no, I mean that's just. I mean if I'm looking for a fight that I know I can win, but it's as good as Haney was, and I think that he's going to learn a lot from this fight. I think Lomachenko. I want to say like that's the best I've ever seen Lomachenko fight. I don't think he'll ever be able to fight at that level again. I mean, it was what I will give him is his footwork is beautiful. I mean, the way he step in, step to the side, like the way he work his angles. He got the best feet work in boxing right now. And I was trying to figure out, like, between them, why is it that I never seen Floyd kind of move his feet like that, and I had to figure out that Floyd's feet were faster than Lomachenko's, and he didn't have to. He was smarter than Lomachenko, so he never even had to get in them situations. But
young Floyd was twitchy, and before he broke his hands, he was getting guys out of there.
He was, man. He really was. Like, when I looked at Lomachenko, it just made me – I looked at the way he fought that fight, and I hate that I'm speaking so much about Lomachenko because he didn't win. He didn't win on the second time around. But watching that fight, you appreciate Floyd way, way more because some of the stuff that Lomachenko was doing, he was hitting Devin Haney with a double left hand, a double left hand lead. You're not supposed to do that with world-class fighters, bro. To throw a double left hand lead straight, to throw a double left hand like that 2 times in a row, you're not supposed to do that. The fact that he was able to get that off, it was beautiful to watch, but he never broke Haney's game plan. And as soon as he gave Haney issues, Haney just started going to the body, and he went significantly to the body. Like, that was one good commentary that they brought up. They were saying that Loma was fighting that fight like he was an amateur, and all he was doing was head hunting, which is why Haney's stats look better because he threw less punches than Loma, and he spreaded his punches out a lot further. So
yeah, I don't listen to fights. I don't listen to fights that Tim Bradley is broadcasting.
He too top right.
You know what? The only person I like listening to, I hate Lennox Lewis. I know. I deal with Lennox. You know why?
I like Dre Ward.
You know where I lost the respect for Lennox?
Oh, and Roy Jones. Roy Jones for sure.
First time I lost respect, I listened to Andre Ward. I lost respect for Lennox the first fight versus Tony versus Charlo.
Why you say that?
Versus Charlo. That first one. And he was so terrible on that.
Why? Because he was calling him for Charlo?
Man. And it was just like, it was so bad, bro. Well, I'm like, are you watching the same fight, bro?
But this is why I didn't get mad at him about that one. Because for that fight, first off, it was a close fight. But number two, you supposed to favor the champ. Like, you got to beat the champ. So I understand why he was calling it that way, because Tony was outpointing him. But as far as like a decisive win, it wasn't decisive like that.
I don't. Who supposed to favor the champ? What I read was
not favor,
effective punching, discipline,
but you should
and ring generalship.
Like,
you don't got nothing to do with
you just talk about the fight, bro. You supposed to commentate the fight. It's not a fact. Like, that's just like, remember when Magic was commentating and they had to get Magic up out of there because it was just unnatural, and that's just how I felt. Just like
Isaiah Thomas was trash too.
Like how everybody was dogging Chris Webber.
Chris Webber was trash.
See, like that's how I felt about Lennox that night.
So, with this being said, I don't think that neither one of them could be Shakur either.
So, would you rather see Shakur versus Gervonta first?
No,
or Haney versus.
I want to see Shakur get a belt, then fight Gervonta.
So, who belt or what belt?
He could force the Haney fight, WBC, and he could vacate it, or they got to fight. He's the mandatory. You got to use the rules. That's how I've been telling Cuz that Bud never wanted to fight Earl Spence. He was in position to make himself the mandatory. You don't void that and then later on be like, I want to fight him. That means you lying, because you could have made it no choice.
I'm just saying.
We can't read the rules.
I think that car accident took us away from that fight, man.
No, it didn't, because he wasn't trying to fight him before that.
At that time,
he wasn't trying to fight him. He been doing the same thing, putting the toe in and then pulling out. I've been saying this for years.
In all honesty, I think we've had this conversation before.
No more. And
I say that.
And that's a pick.
I think. You know what I think? I think the car accident made it less likely. I think Bud was like, if this dude threw out. I'm talking about a whole different way. I'm thinking Bud said, if this dude got thrown out of a window and hit the concrete and then got up and recovered and beat up Danny Garcia, I don't want to fight that kind of guy.
Hey, and you see who got say 4-6.
Ugas' eye didn't stop bleeding for 2 weeks. Y'all not understanding that. The swelling supposed to go down. That's worse. Those types of beatings are worse than getting knocked out. Those are times that end you.
Absolutely.
That's what happened to Adonis Stevenson.
So what's the next? Okay, if that fight ain't gonna happen, what's the next big fight that gotta happen?
If I was Earl, I would take a Thurman fight right now, and then I'm moving up and I'm fighting my brother.
Charlo.
I'm forced to the mandatory. I'm like, look, bro, we're gonna get this bread. We can go to recovery together, but I'm forcing this mandatory. Love you. I'm gonna help you feed your family. You help me feed mine, and I'm gonna try to kill you. You're gonna try to kill me, and then we go party afterwards. That's what I'm doing.
For that fight to happen, they gotta get 20 million guaranteed, man.
They can get it.
I need as crazy as it sounds, I need to go to that heavyweight division. I need Wilder versus somebody.
Oh, you talking about the next fight, period. Oh, my bad.
I'm just saying in general. I'm saying like the next big fight. I need
Wilder and Joshua. They trying to make Wilder and Joshua. Wilder gonna kill Joshua in 2 rounds, though.
I know it.
Hey,
I know it.
Why your boy Chad Ochocinco talking about he want to box Charlo? You finna die.
Stupid.
You better just go.
You don't play
and get it over with.
Hey, when I was at Fort Stewart, we had a dude on our base. He did karate, and he wanted to come to the boxing team. I'm like, this is different, bro. He's like, I know what I'm doing. Man, that boy left with raccoon eyes and ear. I said, you don't play this. You don't play boxing, bro. You get in and you learn.
My first week. I'll tell you this.
Gonna die.
My first week of sparring.
My
first week of sparring, they had me in the ring. They had me in the tire. So in the tire, I'm like, all right, I'll be straight. You know, I'm up against this dude. He's probably like 15, 16 years old. He can't be that strong. I didn't know he was a 2-time national champion. Yup, that's one black eye. In the tire. And I got dropped. The next one was, I'm thinking I'm just sparring or whatever. He just gonna throw a couple jabs. We're gonna work on head movement. This shouldn't be too bad. He just 5-0 with 4 knockouts. Another black eye. In a 4-day span, both of my shit was bumped up.
That's part of the process, though.
And it is, though. It is because
coaches. This how coach used to do me. This how coach used to do me. He would rotate my sparring partners. I never got the same guy in the next round. So if I got one round with you, my next round is with him, and then my next round is with him. I never spar all the way through with the same guy.
Why is that though? Because we used to fight
tournaments. We used to fight tournaments down in Gerald's gym, and coach didn't have a lot of time because we full-time Army guys. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have a lot of time to get it all together. And you never know what style you fighting when you get down there in them tournaments. So that's why. And your stamina, if you got a fight coming up and you spar with all fresh sparring partners, your stamina get crazy.
Yeah. It's an experience, but I be doing dumb shit. Like today I sparred or whatever. I be sparring in hoodies, hot as hell, about to damn near die, can't breathe. Like just
who you think you is, James Toney? You think you James Toney? James Toney the only one can get away with that.
I learned.
Hey, James Toney get away with anything, bro. That boy, he could fight. Like he used to just fight, like to fight.
And they always say that about him. They just say he wasn't disciplined, but you could tell he definitely paid for it. I mean, you listen to how he talk, bro. Shoot, he sound like somebody chopped the screw.
He was him and Evander Holyfield. They got the bouncing ball when they talking. I don't know what they saying.
What up, Trev? What up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
He talking about